All right. So hello everyone online. So y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me over here.
Is Kimberly joining?
Not sure.
Yeah, she's joining. Wait, we'll join.
Okay, thumbs up. All right. Amar, can you hear? Why is Amar not here?
What?
Okay, so I think obviously is ready. Do you want to call for attendance first?
Wait, 2 more minutes, no?
2 more minutes.
Kimberly's not even there.
Oh, Miller's not even there. All right. I think let's not drag this up first. Let's start first and just put in our attendance.
Really?
Yeah. Let's call for attendance first. All right. Anyone here not yet present? All good? Everything good? Okay.
Think so.
Yeah. Let's begin.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to our third MSC and hope Kimberly is here. Okay. And like usual, like the first and second MSC, we'll be taking in attendance for the same person. So let's get it done, okay? Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, and then vice presidents, is Kimberly here? She's here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Ibrahim is also here. And then I'm here also. And treasurer, I saw Ethan and Yingxuan earlier on Zoom. Yeah, I believe that's the case. Thank you. And then heads of clubs and societies. Evie? Yes, she's here. What about Kirara? What? Running here. Okay. Sunny is here, who's head. And then what about activities chairperson?
I think Wesley is sick.
Wesley?
Wesley is sick.
Here.
Sick.
Here.
We both here.
Oh, both here. Okay.
Okay.
Publicity officer is here also. Shia and Michelle.
Oh, my favorite name is
Welfare officers. Shelly, okay. And Suki. And SAS representatives. Yanni. Yeah. And I believe that Kiara is also here. Then moving on, SOB representatives. Rashad is here. What about Nola is here? Or no?
Here.
She's joining online.
Alright.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And then SOE reps, Brian is here and Letitia is also here. Thank you. And SOIP reps, Diana is here. What about Sanket?
Here.
Is he coming? Oh, okay. Amar is here joining online, so must reps. And Andien is also here on side. Okay. SOP reps, Nathan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Noemin.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And SOS reps, Nathaniel.
Here.
Thank you. Muniba.
Here.
All right, thank you. And I believe that all of the editors are here.
Yes.
And CNS secretary. Thank you. CNS treasurer.
Here.
Okay, thank you. CNS publicity.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. CNS external liaison officer. Thank you. And CNS sports officer, Arlo. Okay. And Jason could not join us today because he has another group meeting and he already submitted the apology letter. And now moving on to MUIS, MUIS secretary, DP, thank you. MUIS treasurer. Thank you. MUIS engagement. MUIS CRO.
Here.
Thank you. And then MUIS media.
Here.
Online. Okay, no, that's all right. I believe that we have taken all of the attendance, and as I mentioned before, just one could not join us today, but I received the letters already before the day of the MSC. So now moving on, after we done the attendance and yeah, let's get on with the first motion. Okay, the first motion is acceptance of apology and proxy letters. So again, like I mentioned before, one of the CNS sports officer, he could not make it today. And he has already sent the letter one day before the MSC, which is fine. And the motion is accepted by. And now the motion has been passed. Okay, thank you. Now we can move on with each of the department and division report. And now the first one is the president's report. Jackson, you can begin.
All right, so before we begin, I'd like to thank everyone here to actually participate in the MSC physically. This is a very, I say, important thing that we are trying to advocate, not just today, but in the future. Speaking?
I think it's Mildred.
All right. So this is something that we've been trying to achieve. So who knows in the future, maybe all the MSCs will be physically happening. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe we'll make it into the constitution. It's an enforceable law. Okay. But let's leave it to the future. So let's begin on my first update. Okay, meeting with the Monash University Australia Student Experience Team, event guideline, TBC SAF meeting, event venue setup, and the post-event cleanup. All right. So starting up with the meeting with MUX Student Experience Team. So I think it was on the 12th of March, if I'm not mistaken. So we met, 18th of March. Musa met up with the experience team. I think Musa, as in, who was there? Sunny, you were there, right? You were there. TV was there. Wesley, well, Sylvia was there. Michelle was there. All right. So we met up with, along with Professor Sarah McDonald, Nicholas Stewart, Susie Ho, and John Marie. So what in this meeting we are talking about is basically enhancing the student experience in Monash. Not just by saying that, we are trying to make more events, but we are actually looking into the event guidelines and we are looking into how things can be operating more efficiently. This is what we are trying to achieve. So in this meeting, we actually talked about the new policies that are being implemented from management team. We are also talking about how money can be channeled more faster and the restructuring of the whole finance system. So during this meeting, I would say it was a very fruitful one. We actually addressed some of the issues that should have been brought to light long time ago, but was not brought up until this meeting happened. And there were pretty much a big reaction from the team. So what they have do is that they have actually brought up all this to our respected Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Adiba Kamarizaman. So she has quickly addressed not these, but some of the issues that has been occurring for a long time, for example, finance. We are looking into getting our own personal bank account, or maybe we're trying to figure another way to actually channel the fund from treasurer all the way to the respective department. So what else are being addressed, for example, is if you all notice, there was a absence of John Makan from this year's first orientation. So this is actually a pretty big difference compared to previous because a lot of students, they feel like it's very much bland and empty without what's it called? John Makan. So we are also looking into this and these are about it. So we are hoping that we can get response from Professor Sarah McDonald in particular, and hopefully that she can respond as soon as possible to some of the agenda that we brought up. All right, move down. All right, so event guidelines. So after a meeting with the student life team, we managed to get a hold of the latest event guideline, which is updated, if I'm not mistaken, on the 27th of March. Yeah, so you can find the file and announcement drop 2024. Do y'all see it? Can y'all give me a hands up if you have seen the event guideline? Okay, no one seen it. Never mind. Y'all better go read it. Anything happens, it's not on me. We made it very clear first, okay?
Amen.
This is the line. This is the line. Okay. So, okay. What else? So I think CNS have you broadcasted the event guidelines to clubs and societies. Okay, good. Make sure to put it up as soon as possible. All right. Next up, PVC-SAF meeting. So on the 16th of April, which is last week, I met up with the PVCs, not just the PVC, but basically the senior management team, and is to provide an update on different aspects of the university. So first up was from Professor Debbie Webster. So she wanted to thank the students for highly engaging in the early student semester feedback survey, and the engagement has increased consistently. So previous year it was around 36%. So this year it's more than 40%. So this is all, and the top contributor to this is actually School of Medicine and Health Sciences. So they have the highest response rate among the 7 schools. All right. So, but still, I would like to also thank the school reps team for their high contribution, because I remember during the time, almost every school rep was on campus, and they're like consistently coming out to just give out cookies to make sure that ESSFS is at a high number. So can y'all please give yourself a round of applause? Okay. So what else? Library renovation has seen a major success because it's like, from what I know, they say that there's like this hut thingy, there's like this house thingy, hut thingy it's always full. But then with pros comes with cons as well, and they just noticed that there are a lot of hogging issues. So they're also trying to look into that as well. What else? There will be new vendor coming in to replace the empty spot in the place. So if you know, I mean, I'm not sure if I can share this, but I believe some of y'all already know who are the vendors, right? So if you don't know, it's a pretty big and strong franchise, up and coming. So they're gonna come in next semester maybe to take up the empty spot in that place. All right, so what else? Western parking, which student call RM2 parking, has converted into fully cashless. It's because previously students has been complaining saying that they don't, and they have to find for small changes to pay for parking. So that's been converted. What else? Also, so after this, it was a pretty fruitful one. There was also an ongoing discussion with the permanent Monash Malaysia merchandise. So I believe everyone's seen that Monash Australia, they have their own merchandise, but Monash Malaysia, it has been working by the publicity team. So they are looking into this. And the next one, which is more exciting, is loyalty program. So if you don't know what is loyalty program, it's like MSA Plus. MSA stands in Monash Student Association. So it's a project reminds program that they have been working, not to say working, it has been implemented. So what this is that they actually, if they subscribe to the loyalty program, they can actually get various benefits around the community. Like the most obvious one is, in Clayton, this MSA program is eligible for 20% of McDonald's, selected McDonald's outlet. All right, so we are actually trying to work on this as well, because previously they tried something like this, but they sell coupons, but then it was not really sustainable. But given that back in the day, the capacity wasn't there. But right now, looking at the growing capacity, we are trying to make things happen as well. And most likely it's going to be a satellite program. So let's look forward to that. Going on. Venue setup. So in future, I would like to request for everyone's attention to make sure to put in extra timing when you are looking to make a big event, given that if the event needs to be set up, for example, heavy duty setup, everything, please make sure to put in extra time as well. So this is because that I don't want like clash booking to happen. For example, you have a big event, but you only book from 5 to 10, but then it's like the event, there's like students booking at 3 to 5, and they come over and they just notice that, their venue has been booked, and it sort of causes unhappy issues. I don't want stuff like this to happen. So if stuff like this really do happen, I would just directly pay them, ask them to go outside to play, and the money will be coming up from the respective department. Okay? So last is post-event cleanup, which is a really big issue that needs to be highlighted, not just by me, myself, but management team from upstairs also want me to highlight this as well. So must not be taken lightly, okay? Remember that every action, because this is what they want to emphasize. We are Musa, we are representing the students. We are holding a title in Monash itself. So please be reminded that every action we take, especially in the aftermath of the event, it speaks volume about our dedication to our roles and reputation of our department. Therefore, it's imperative to approach the cleanup process with the utmost seriousness and attention. So yeah, that would be it for my report. So this report is contributed by Jackson. So acceptance of Visa President's report accepted by
Elena.
Elena. All right.
Yes. Thank you, Elena. Okay, thank you, Jackson, for the report. And now moving on, we have the Vice President's report. Kimberly and Ibrahim, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so updates from the Vice President's Department. I'd like to update on five areas. First one is TEDx licensing. Second one would be TEDx and Monash University Malaysia, the delegated email, and followed by the committee recruitment. Updates on that, and then EAC2, which we had conducted, and also the CAC meeting was also conducted already, and the ESS-FS survey giveaway. So firstly, for the TEDx licensing, we have reached out and communicated with the TEDx International in regards to increasing our TEDx licensing capacity from the current number, which is allowing 100 people. However, because of the guidelines or because of the strict guidelines that they have, they require our license holder, Mr. Selwyn from Monash, from Student Life, to attend a TEDx conference in North America. So as such, we have decided not to go ahead with the plan to upgrade our license, but instead to remain our current tier of licensing, which is community. So that will allow 100 people to attend our event. Secondly would be TEDx and Monash University Malaysia delegated email. So our committee have requested for their own delegated email to contact any external stakeholders and speakers to recruit for our event, so that it will be made more formal and professional instead of using committee's members' own student emails. So we have reached out to Student Life on that and the relevant department, and we are still waiting for updates on that matter. So for details on that, we have already sent in the possible username for this email account, and we'll just be waiting reply for now. Thirdly would be on the TEDx recruitment. The TEDx in charge and vice presidents have conducted the interview from the Musa February recruitment candidates and successfully recruited 4 more candidates to join our team. So majority of the team have already been formed, just a few positions left, and we are planning to recruit the remainder, to fit in the remainder roles during our SEM break, which should be happening between June to July. Next would be the EAC2 and CEC meeting. So we conducted EAC2 last week on the 15th of April. There was no major issues or concerns raised from the school representatives, and the previous ones were resolved as well. However, there were some concerns raised to the EAC from SOE and SO and SASS, which will be brought up to the CEC. So there were requests for EAC funds from SOE and SOS, which were already approved, and the School of SARS, School of Arts and Social Science, Medical and Health Science and Business conducted a collaborative event. It was an educational related event, and we have provided funds for them from the cross collaborative event budget. So that these funds can only be used if the schools collaborate to organize an educational event. So that was the first one that we distributed out. And then CEC meeting 2 was conducted on the 2nd of April. And both me and Ibrahim were present for the meeting. Lastly, the last update from us would be ESS-FS survey giveaway. So an email was sent from Monash Malaysia's Education Excellence, we call it EDEX for short, department, regarding last year's collaboration with Musa for the ESS-FS survey. Cookies were handed out between March 18 to March 29, and they set up different booths but required volunteers to help out with the handing over of the cookies. This was done by all the 7 schools during week 4 and week 5, and the committees were also involved in the assistance of this, and we would like to express our gratitude towards all the schools and their subcoms for helping out in this and continuing the tradition of promoting ESS-FS surveys to strengthen the partnership between the student body Musa and also the education excellence team. So this is it from the Vice President's Department, contributed by me and Ibrahim. Acceptance of divisions and departments report. Musa Vice President, accepted by.
Say it again. Justin first.
Okay, I believe there are no further questions for the Vice President. Thank you, Kimberly and Ibrahim. And now moving on, it's my report, the General Secretary's report. I'm going to keep it concise and short. There are only a few things to report so far in this period of the month. I'm going to divide it into two sections. The first one is the HR and operational report, and then my department update. Can you scroll down, Michelle, just a bit? Yeah, thank you. All right, now the first one is the 2024 by-elections. I believe that the election commission has been running the by-election on schedule, and we are planning for the by-election to be completed in the original time frame of less than 5 to 6 weeks. I believe we are 2 weeks ahead of schedule, and of total operations time, there are no major problems, and there is only one delay when it comes to the technical issue faced by the IPS that we also solved within 36 hours. And so far, the whole thing is ongoing and we will end at Thursday, which is in 2 days from now. I would like to say thank you to the candidates that has been participating. And some of them are already joined us here, and hopefully we will know the good news soon enough. All the best. And after it has been discussed in the previous MSC, according to the blueprint, we have decided to go with an e-voting platform, which we did. Even though there are some issues initially, me and the ITS, I mean the election commission and the ITS, we fixed the issue and implemented a fail-safe where student data will be double-checked and the platform will receive login credentials based on the user authentication. So I don't see any more problems with this, and evaluation session will take place the following week after this week. All right, that will be the report of the by-election. I believe that so far we already passed our voting threshold that we targeted for the by-election, which is 5%, with over 500 respondents so far. I believe that we are continuing on the pace like last year's by-election. Okay, now moving on, the subcommittee, new implementation of subcommittee policy, which is the subcommittee termination. In the last 3 years, this has been a gray area in our constitution so far. And me and the team, we are working on the standardization in a framework that allows divisions, especially with higher powers and of course departments, to be able to handle this jurisdiction internally and handle the situation on a case-by-case basis. So hopefully there are no gray area or more questions down the line about this. And now moving on to the department update. Preparations for the July intakes of community recruitment, if we are going to have one, is already ongoing and will be discussed. And as I have mentioned before in our separate group chats with the movies, you guys are reminded to update the subcom database, which I believe that you guys are doing until now. And again, if there are any more changes, feel free to update it all the way until the end of this year. And lastly, the recruitment for July intake. If we are going to have one, it will follow the same system like we did back in February or January. Yeah. And lastly, the constitution review and audit work have begun since the first week of April 2024 and continue without any major problems raised. Okay, the handbook update and the constitution revision will be scheduled to finish by June 2024. I believe that we are 3 months ahead of schedule and there are no problems with this. That will be my report. Any questions so far? 1, 2, 3. Jason, yes?
How's the team campaigning so far? Everything good?
All good.
You all work hard to promote?
Yeah, they're going around high.
You sure? Huh?
Yeah, promoting.
You sure?
Yeah.
Confirm?
Confirm.
Okay, good. That's one I want to hear. That's about it.
Okay, and to add about that, we have been trying to follow a centralized framework when it comes to posting. And so far, the EC has been handling it without any problems. And if there are delays, we love to use this chance to apologize for that. Thank you. That should be my report. No more questions. And contributed by Great Video, General Secretary. Accepted by?
Right. Kenny, stop please. Trees up please.
Movie mo.
Okay, now moving on, we are going to have the treasurers and the finance directors to be presenting the report. Okay, Ethan and Yingxuan, you may begin.
Okay, hello everybody. So for the first one would be the general updates. So all departments, divisions, programs, and clubs, please frequently check the comments that finance team have inserted in the fund tracker. We can't proceed with processing your request if the details which require amendment are not amended. So please expect delays in completing your request if your request requires amendments. So moving on to the event cash and cash reimbursement, departments are expected to prepare financial reports and folios within the 5 working days after the event. So these are needed to request for the disbursement of the event cash flow. So, and for the departments who have received funds for EC and CR, please be reminded to sign the FAR, Fund Acknowledgement Receipt. And the last one, which is due to the huge surge of requests, the finance department will have to temporarily suspend EC funds in order to properly restructure the sufficiency. Please scroll down a bit. Thank you. The sufficiency of funding until further notice. And Yingxuan will continue about it.
Okay, hello. So for Grab vouchers, we encourage everyone to request Grab vouchers through our fund tracker instead of purchasing Grab vouchers on your own, because we realize that our budgeted amount of Grab vouchers is much less. I would say the actual amount is much less than our budgeted, because last year during around this time, the Grab vouchers used was around 6,000-ish, but this year is only around 4,000. So we're still figuring out why this is happening, but just we encourage everyone to request for Grab vouchers through us. And next is also about Grab vouchers. It's regarding your events. Maybe your events would require prizes or compensation. Then we still again encourage to use Grab vouchers for these prizes and compensations, since cash prizes are not allowed. And for PRPO requests, this one is really, really important. Since you all know, PRPO requires a really long time to process. So we encourage everyone to submit your request early, preferably 1 to 1.5 months before the delivery date. Because I have encountered a lot of people approaching me to expedite their PRPO requests. And it's not a good image for us to keep approaching finance to expedite these individuals' requests. So I'd say please submit on time to prevent this from happening again. And finally, we are working on getting a list of approved and blacklisted vendors from Monash Finance currently, but it is still ongoing. We will get back to all of you soon and announce it when we have finalized it. And that is all for our report. This report is contributed by Ezian and Yingxuan and accepted by
Karen. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Karen.
I'm not really for now, yeah. Ryan, relax, Ryan. Relax, okay.
Ryan wants to be like the commentator, the how is it called? The sport game that's commentator. He wants to be like
You want to stand here, Ryan?
back the stuff and just overtake the stuff.
I'm waiting for Kenny.
Okay, guys, let's continue. Thank you, Ethan and Yingxuan, for presenting the reports. And now moving on, we have the CNS heads report. Phoebe and Kira. Divya, are you coming now?
Hello. Good evening. Do you want to start?
Oh, I start?
Okay.
You start, I start. You start.
So recently we had the concert collaboration with Music Trouble Love, which most of our OBs had attended. So hope you guys all have fun if you guys did. That's great.
shout, asterisk. Music Traveler.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I'm going shout.
You're welcome.
We don't shout.
Thank you, CNF.
I had fun.
Diana shout.
Really?
It was amazing.
Alicia shout.
Jackson, ciao.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sis.
Look at us, bro. Anyways. Right, so then Monash Cup progress. So all the captains have been elected as well as their committee. Well, some of them are still missing positions, but that's gonna be sorted out soon. Trials are expected to end by week 11. So overall, everything is going smoothly. And we also have merchandise coming out soon. We're in the designing process. In terms of vendors, we are looking into it right now. And then yeah, that will also be sent to MAC for approval. We'll be doing supported t-shirts or jerseys, caps or socks, and pins and stickers for sure. Is there anything else you like to add? Okay. Country. Oh,
Questions?
yeah. The part. This one. I'm pointing at it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Any questions? Going once,
I want the
going twice. Yes.
I want the update from Monash Cup. Yeah, thank you.
We're having
What
a
else?
meeting
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Yeah, so I just want
Yeah.
make sure to give
You have nice shoes.
Thank you so much.
Program
So,
update.
this is not something I will handle.
Sure. Anything else? Yeah.
That's about it. I just want to.
Going once again, twice again, 3 times again. Okay, perfect. Acceptance of CNS division's report accepted by.
Kenny.
Yeah. I heard Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. Oh my god, there's tons of my.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Clara.
manga.
Yo, if Kenny join Monga, Aaron will lose his job.
Thank you, CNS. Now we have the floor is yours.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. To begin with our secretary department, all subcommittee positions are filled up and have been allocated to specific departments. We've selected the date for our next general meeting to be held on 30th April. All meeting minutes are up to date from each department and have been uploaded on our Moist Drive. Moving forward with our treasurer department, Japanese mingle night cash reimbursement is in process. Cash for Holi has been received and a financial report will be submitted soon, as the event just got over yesterday. Budget proposal for Pohila, Boishka, and One World have been submitted. Moving forward with engagement. 2 more subcommittees have been appointed and are settling well. The Holi event was held on the 21st and was received positively by the attendees. Cleanup for the event was completed on the next day, including pavement, grass, bathrooms, and walls. Moving forward, we also aim to improve here by doing the post-event cleanup on the same day. Moving forward with CR department. Country reps from Mauritius, Africa, and China have been recruited. Meetings conducted with all the country representatives to discuss community updates and preparation of One World have begun. Addition in the subcommittee with recruitment of 2 new subcommittee members. And our main focus on the preparations for One World, which will be conducted on the 21st and 22nd of May on 2024 on campus. Moving on. Media department. We have posted moments and an after movie for both Johnson and Game Wars event. Our reel covering Ramadan Bazaar, inshallah, has been shared on our social media platforms. We're currently working on a semester-week photography competition and will soon begin posting it on our social media channels. The community of Mauritius has also proposed opening an Instagram account, and we have forwarded that proposal to NAC for further consideration. Our team is currently working on event coverage for Holi celebration, and we'll soon posting the Moise introduction post on our social media platform, and also promotional materials for One World events. Yeah, that's it for Moes. Any questions in 1, 2, 3? Okay, thank you. Acceptance of divisions in department growth. Thank you.
I got chilled down.
Thank you, Fanny. Alright, now moving on, we have the activities chairperson report. Okay, Wesley and Valencia, you may begin at any time you want. Activities.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that, lagging a bit. So for our Respect and Monash event, it was held on March 19th in the porch in collaboration with the Welfare Division. And our theme, as established by the student life from Monash, was embracing boundaries. We had a footfall of around 600 people, which was far exceeding the initial expectations, and it featured 7 station games, each delving into a different boundary, along with the Women's Day booth from Welfare. And on the promotional side, the promotional reel for this event reached around 43.5K views. And we had quite a lot of engagement on the day and generally very positive feedback, except for a main goal of improving the decorations for better clarity in future events. So moving on to Musa Wars. It was held on March 30th with a total of around 85 Musa OBs, committees, and subcommittees with an event team under Running Man. So the event flow had a newspaper fashion show followed by multiple station games with a final Running Man game. And there was generally positive feedback. However, some of the areas of improvement included microphone issues, timing delays, and some injury reports that we will look into further enhancing future events by overcoming. So moving on to the updates on the Musa Buddy program. They hosted their first orientation event, the high school not musical event on March 17th they had to cap the participants at 80, which hit a new participation high for MVP events. And it was held in the badminton court on a Saturday. And feedback from participants was generally positive, except for a few areas of improvement regarding the clarity of game instructions. And they had their second event, Aloha Mamma Mia, on March 28th with a total participant cap of 60. And it hit the cap quite soon, and the feedback was once again quite positive, except for another area of improvement, which were the game instructions and a preference for indoor activities, so aircon. So moving on to the Monash Waterbalm Festival event planning progress. The festival is scheduled on week 10 Friday, so that's May 10th, with performances starting from 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on the open field. And we also have a bazaar running concurrently with everything, with around estimated a maximum amount of 52 vendors. So it will run for 3 days from May 8, 9 to 10. So the registrations for the splash zone were quite overwhelming with in 2 days. So we have closed the registrations for safety reasons until further notice, but the dry zone is still open to all attendees.
You should ask how many attended.
Monash students. And the floor plan for the bazaars, festivals. Sorry.
No, I was saying we should ask how many people are gonna attend here.
Sorry about that?
How many people from right now in this boundary theater is gonna attend the Waterbomb Festival?
Can you give me a show of hands?
I'll help you to ask. Any one of you are joining?
We want to. We'd love to open the floodgates like Moses, bro.
No.
Okay, cheers.
Because what I was thinking is if those who are joining just go have fun, those who are not joining volunteer to be the helper.
Thank you. That'll be fantastic.
Start with Musa President for
I will be there to overlook basically. So Anyone already signed up already? No one signed up yet. Leslie, you need to push up, man. No one from Musa is joining.
Don't worry about it. They can join as volunteers. Very happy to have them all. Thank
Don't
you
worry.
guys.
Albert,
That's so
Albert.
fun. But moving on to the meetings. So all the final details have been clarified with MBC side, Musa President, Mr. Jackson, Student Life, the security team of the school, Posh and FMD. And we are currently, for the Bazaar team, they're currently liaising with vendors. So 20 vendors have been secured, another 30 or so to go. And the publicity team has completed their post timeline and are currently liaising with Musa Publicity Division as well as Monash Marketing through them to coordinate posts. And the recent posts have gained a decent amount of traction with the announcement post breaking 1,000 likes and the announcement reel currently sitting over 40,000 views. And for liaising team side, the artists and DJs have been secured and the lineup is ready to go. Ken won't be announcing who just yet because there's a current challenge ongoing on Instagram where if you guess the right artist, you'll be entered into a merch giveaway competition. So moving on, the details of the splash zone are being finalized with the operations team. And as mentioned previously, although the registrations are closed, we are looking into attempting to calculate the feasibility of expanding the splash zone. And if not, then we love to have any Musa members who would still like to join to sign up as volunteers. Thank you very much. And the merch has been sent in for production, and pre-order posts will be up by this week. So moving on to Monash Ball progress, the final item on our agenda. The event is planned for November 17th, right after the final assessments. So a project team has been set up and they have already begun work with lot of potential themes already set up and currently in progress of voting once the venue is secured. So all potential locations have been approached for quotations, and we're currently looking at for the high priority ones is Mandarin Oriental and Four Seasons as well as Shangri-La. So that's all from activities. Any questions? Going once, going twice.
Sorry.
Oh.
I just would like to request that you guys update the press release with the new information for the Waterbomb Festival for Mongaya.
Sure thing, no problem at all.
Thank you so much.
This one also. I need manga covering, right? I need y'all to prepare how much y'all want to spend for the Waterloo covers.
Just informing, we have requested from Monash, their current equipment, they have equipment to help us with
From SAS, right?
From
Mr.
SAS.
Mr. Abdi.
Yeah, we already talked to them. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the patience. Okay,
Yeah,
any other
Yeah,
questions?
you're definitely
Alright.
You big.
I'm sure will be something the report and accepted by
That's right. Me.
next time. Okay, now moving on, we have the publicity officer's reports.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. So some general updates from Publicity Division. For the by-election, the publication was posted successfully from starting from the pre-debate during the debates and voting period, and also the KYC and KYC posts prepared by the GenSec and Publicity were posted before the debate period, and during the debates it was live streamed via Zoom and published on the Musa YouTube channel. And overall, everything went smoothly. And next is the Musa website. So currently, the Musa website, the OB information on the website is being updated, and the Monash on the WhatsApp is up already and can be found through that link. Hi, so I'm going to continue with the rest of the report. So For Monash merchandise semester one wave, so the merchandise department have worked on the pre-production, which is contacting vendors, fixing designs and prices until week 6. And we also shared and fixed the merchandise designs with MSC and also Monash Marketing. And we're proud to announce that the merchandise list for semester one will be as follows as one hoodie, one black t-shirt, one white t-shirt, limited edition lanyard, and sticker pack. And the production has begun since last week, and we already submitted the EMS, the budget proposal for PRPO, and waiting to be approved. And the merchandise department now is working on the marketing plan for the merchandise sale and brainstorming for the semester 2 merchandise wave and sales. Next one is Musa OB shirt for 2024. It's now in process of fixing designs and will be sent to MAC for approval, and then we'll begin with production before the semester break starts. And this year's OB shirt will be polo shirt. Lastly, for Moose official Instagram engagement report and YouTube planning, so there's a significant increase in engagement through these contents, which is pure imagination and April Fool's Deal. And next one is for semester one YouTube content. So we're in the midst of pre-production for our first content on YouTube, and we will begin the talent recruitment process through our Instagram next week. And we will be shooting the content on latest week 10, and our creative team will be in charge of editing. Details can be found through this. So, any questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Contributed by Alicia and me as the heads of publicity. So acceptance of division report was a publicity accepted by
Elena.
Maybe.
Phoebe. Thank you.
Fine. Yes.
Okay, thank you for the support. Okay, now moving on, we have the welfare officers report. Sylvia and Chip.
There's message in the chat.
Can you open the message?
Here got law, you see one.
Okay, Sylvia and Chip.
Oh. Anywhere.
Anywhere else? Okay.
In front this one. In front this one.
Jerry.
It's a camera, not a wall.
Okay, for welfare, so I'll cut it short. So first of all, student launch. CNS has booked it for Monash Cup tryouts for pool. So it's going to be booked fully from week 8 and 9, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you other departments wants to book the student launch, please book in advance, just in case before it is booked by CNS. And we have replaced some broken free amenities such as the board games like Jenga. I don't know how it becomes always missing and then everything's just broken. Mini chessboard and Scrabble as well. And we are currently in the negotiating stage of fixing the pool tables. And it's in such a bad state. And then for issues at the launch, we also have reached out to FMD through Asana for the lights, AC, and the vending machine that you also know. And next we have locker bookings. So the locker have been, so we would like to apologize for the inconveniences as the lockers are relocating to the basement of building 5. And a huge portion of lockers have been cleared out, and we are going to clear the rest of the lockers out by today. And they can pick up the remaining items near the original locker location, which is basement of building 6. And we'll try to move it as fast as possible, and we'll also update the new location when it's done on our Instagram page. And for Respect at Monash, we have a collaboration with Musa Activities. So Respect at Monash happened on the 20th March, if you all remember. And the amount of participants was satisfactory with a relatively well-received engagement. We also finished giving out prizes. Everything is sold out, including the tumblers of Monash. For International Women's Days, we also included that inside Respect at Monash. So we had a booth where we gave out flowers. We first ordered 200 flowers and then it got sold out. So we doubled the quantity, which we ordered another 200 basically. And we have lots of social media interactions that gives out positive. And next is, oh yeah, and we also divided the tasks between publicity officers on activities where we are in charge of yeah. So Musawas, I hope you had a good time in Musawas as well. Please fill in the feedback form if you haven't, because we just want to know. Okay. Thank you. And we had like 85 attendees from different departments, and everything ran smoothly. Game lasted longer than we expected, causing a delay in the final game, but everything was fine, I guess. And next is Code Red package. We have distributed our Code Red package on the 15th to 17th of April. And we have decided to extend as some have yet to collect their package, which we did another collection on the 19th. And we will update soon on our social media regarding further collection details. And we had 186 signups, which was actually satisfactory as well. Upcoming events, on week 9, we have our mental health initiative, where we have some activities on 29th and 30th of April. Planning is all done, preparations are just to be started. Welfare Snack Pack is also a signature initiative by Musa Welfare, which we have every semester, and the preparation is also going smoothly. We received the items and it will commence on week 11. Details will be soon shared. So is there anything that you guys would like to bring up in 3, 2, 2.5? Wait, no, 1.5, 0. Sorry, math not my thing. Okay. Acceptance by okay.
Okay, let's do.
Okay, now moving on, we have the editors.
Yeah, support me lah.
Okay, just to go over what we're gonna talk about. So, some things we like to highlight is event coverage, launch, internal projects, February, subcom recruitment, and new equipment. So, as for event coverage, as of 23rd April 2024, today, Monga, the Monash Gazette, has successfully covered 12 events, including key events such as FEB Orientation, CNS Week, and Musa Wars. As per our manifesto, we have been pushing for more video coverage of Monash events, and as such, we have provided video coverage for multiple events. The posted ones gained 32,000 views cumulatively on Instagram. Just a friendly reminder to all departments, clubs, and societies when submitting the event coverage form, please do read through the terms and conditions before accepting them. Specifically, 3.1, Monga reserves the right to decline any requests should the editors feel they are incapable of carrying out the tasks that are being put forward. A reminder that unless a confirmation email has been sent, despite the fact that we will try our best to fulfill the request submitted, we cannot guarantee any coverage up until the point the confirmation email has been sent. Now, for Monch up until June 2024 has been successfully secured and all being fully sponsored. We have successfully doubled the amount of launches for the first half of the year in alignment with our manifesto point of seeking sponsorships to improve content quality. The first launch at Toiko has been conducted successfully and has been posted on the Musa Manga Instagram page. Now for internal projects, Humans of Monash HOM has been reopened for the year, and we have already started progress on content planning. And we are still accepting new submissions. If any of you guys know anyone who would be a great candidate, or you yourself are a great candidate, please do submit yourself for this initiative. Yeah, that's right. And please do not hesitate to contact us on Instagram if you would like to submit a story. We are always looking for more Monashian voices to be heard. As for thematic months, Sonder has been published and is accepting submissions up until 30th April 2024. 3 prizes are still being up for grabs, being 2 RM20 grab vouchers and 1 RM50 grab vouchers. This is your chance to submit. Winners will be announced and receive their vouchers within 2 weeks of the announcement date. And finally, for IMI Corner, it has begun progress and it aims to highlight the international student community of Monash. Now, for February subcommittee recruitment, during the February recruitment period, all departments have received subcommittees. Admin and writers are at full capacity. However, media and design have not reached full capacity. All open slots for subcommittee members will be recruited during the July recruitment period. As for finally, our last point, new equipment. After a formal meeting was held with the president and the treasurers present, it was decided to trade in a piece of equipment that was not being used in order to secure funds for new equipment to allow us to boost our ability to cover events. Acquired new equipment includes the Sony ZV-E10, which is used for, it's a video camera and it's used to cover events. And we've been using it. If you see us, we're always using it now. And we are still also currently looking for more equipment that could help us produce more video content. That is all. Any questions? Okay, wonderful. Contributed by Alina, Karen, Ezric, and Teresa, editors. Acceptance of division departments report, Musa editors, accepted by
I don't know actually. I heard Shirley.
I don't know. Whoever did it, good job.
Okay. All right, my favorite is coming up. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Before we start, I'm honored to present MSC. So thanks to the effort from Guido and Jackson. So there are a few points from stars to cover. We'll start on our SSLC meeting. So our SSLC meeting was conducted on 16 April 2024. So our year representative and school representative gathered feedback from students via surveys and face-to-face interactions manually. So during the SSLC meeting, we received clear instructions and assistance on addressing the academic concerns raised by students. So this collaborative effort is a success in ensuring the well-being and studies of our student body. So furthermore, we have the 7 School Spirit Week held during week 4. This was a success also. So 2 daily winners were selected through spinning wheel and received grab vouchers. Additionally, 3 overall winners were chosen and awarded exclusive Musa 2023 merchandise generously sponsored by Musa Publicity. Thank you. All prizes have been distributed accordingly and is kind of fostering a sense of companionship of school spirit among our students. So
Let's go, Kiane!
So on the 19th of April, we hosted a thrilling movie trivia night at the badminton court thanks to additional funds secured through collaborative funds consented from other schools and support from the VP department. Thanks to Ibrahim and Kimberly. So, the event also has a good participation rate. So it was a wonderful event filled with fun and
friendly competition showcasing the cultural knowledge among all schools. So lastly, coming up on the 24th of April is our The Name Day event. It's an online sexual assault awareness initiative. So students are encouraged to dress in the NIM attire to show their support for their important cause. That's why jeans lah, basically. So we will be selecting two winners each from School of Arts and Social Sciences and SOMAS for their participation and commitment for raising awareness about sexual assault prevention. That's all from me. Any questions?
No. Will you be wearing denim that day?
Yes, of course. So I assume there's no more question. This report is contributed by me and Kiara Sarah Whelan, School of Arts and Social Sciences representative. Is accepted by Jackson. Thank you, Gary.
Kira-kira teknologi ini percaya support. Silakan.
Dude, that video that time it came out it's golden. You how can you make it? You like it?
Now the takeover from like the. Lu ngomong aja.
Okay, hi guys. So, can I get everyone's attention, please?
All right.
Okay, so we have a few updates. I'll be covering SOB Gives and our first SSLC meeting. So, SOB Gives was commenced on 19th March, 10 to 4 p.m., and it was a major success, with many people participating in our booth for free prizes. And as a result, School of Business Instagram was able to get 70 new followers, boosting engagement on our department Instagram. And we also conducted street interviews on 18 School of Business students, which were conducted simultaneously with the event. And it's to be posted and compiled into an Instagram reel. And overall, the event was successful and it boosted community engagement with our department Instagram. So next we have our SSLC meeting. So the school representatives, your representatives and major representatives were able to share students' concerns and their feedback with the chair of SSLC, namely Professor Go. And a set of recommendations and solutions were given for the concerns addressed during the meeting. And a second SSLC meeting is scheduled for the 7th of May, 2024. And for the other 3 points, I give the floor to another.
Thank you, Rashad. So for the Dean Student Forum and FEC meeting was held on 11th April with Monash University, Malaysia. And Dean Student Forum was held on 19 March, with it being very Australian campus focused. However, being Malaysia's representative, a brief summary of Malaysia's student matters were shared. And for our first collab event, which is SOB SAS Somar's movie trivia night, we managed to acquire additional funds through the cross-collaborative funds of 800 ringgit from the vice presidents, totaling up to a maximum of 2,000 ringgit as our budget for the event. And the turnout rate of participants was half than what we expected, which was about 50 out of 100. But the event was a success, with the flow being very smooth. So overall, the participants had fun and enjoyed the whole event. And for the final one is the AACSB undergraduate and postgraduate students briefing. It was also held on the 19th April. So the selected students were briefed on the interview with the peer review team, which we held on the 13th May by Dr. Goh, the deputy head of school. That would be all from us. Any questions? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this report is contributed by Rashad and Imelda, School of Business representatives, accepted by.
Jackson.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rashad and Ronaldo. Now moving on, we have the SOE report. Okay, Letitia.
Why not Barack Obama? You guys want to present together?
Do you want to present together, Brian?
Come down. Brian?
Why not?
You
I
want
didn't
to
set up a
present?
script, lah.
I don't need a script.
No time. I cannot cite. Faster, faster, faster.
Okay, I'll start first. If Brian wants to jump in, feel free to. All right. So updates from engineering is that we will be having our SSLC soon. It will be on the 30th of April. So at the moment, we have recruited 17 out of the 20 year ups that are required. We are still currently lacking our software year 4, mechanical year 2, and mechatronics year 4. So year 4 is a little bit harder because I think of FYP, but mechanical year 2, we're talking to a few people, even though we have gotten quite a few rejections, I think because there's some very popular student teams and that takes up a lot of the mechanical students' times. So regarding SSLC, for the years and disciplines that are not represented, we'll be having the years, like the reps from other years but same discipline to bring up their issues just to make sure that all student voices are covered regardless of their cohort. Along with that, we've forgotten the sheet to fill out our feedback already, and the year reps have made good progress, but we'll continue adding to it up until the meeting happens. So we've also implemented an anonymous feedback form just in case anybody has any qualms with reaching out the year reps of particular for particular feedback, like complaints about lecture, maybe they might not want to go and say that without being anonymous. So this form was created to avoid those issues and make sure that they can still raise their points. So next up for the ESSFS giveaway. So it was very successful. We were giving out donuts next to the Subway Cookies booth, and we were able to raise our participation rate from 43% to 50%. So we were second place behind Thomas. So that's we're very happy with that, and our unfortunately, our agreement rate dropped a little bit, but it's okay. So yeah, luckily our lecturers have been happy with that and haven't been giving Brian and I too much trouble. So yeah, we'll be continuing with that for SETU and also for next semester since it's definitely proved to be an effective way to make sure students do their surveys. Next up for Buddy Buddy Night as well as our mentorship program. So both have closed up. Our Buddy Buddy Night is like our mingle night exclusive to the mentors and mentees of that program. And I think it was a very good time with everybody being able to mix and mingle with seniors and juniors alike and make sure that they meet people all across the spectrum with years and disciplines. And next up for the EWB and Musa SOE fundraiser, which was closed in week 6. So we were able to raise around 1K for Rumah Ozanam PJ in collaboration with Engineers Without Borders. Most of our stock managed to sell out, however, we still do have a few remaining tote bags. And those were the most expensive products, so maybe that's why it was a bit harder to ship units. But overall, we still had quite good sales, especially on the days that coincided with MPC's bazaar, because there was a lot of foot traffic on those days. And yeah, that brings us to the end of our report. So this report was contributed by Brian and Tisha, those are names, from Musa SOE. And this report is accepted by Alright, thank you, Kiara. Okay. Alright, thank you.
Thank you, Letitia. Now moving on, we have the SOIT reports. SOIT. You're presenting now.
Too bad it's not Diana. Ooh.
You
Okay.
can give it Diana.
Oh, nah. Okay, now so I'll just jump right in. Okay, so for the first point, SSLC. So for SYT, all of our SSLC members have compiled feedback from themselves and also from the peers for the units they are taking. And we are now currently waiting for faculty to instruct on any further actions. And moving on for Monash Coding League. So Monash Coding League for semester 1 2024 was held on the 30th of March for the first round. And a total of 130 participants attended this round with more than 30 students from other universities participating in the competition. And the final round was conducted on campus on the 6th of April. A total of 50 participants who advanced from the first round were eligible to participate. The top 3 winners were decided and prizes of touch and go reload pins and trophies were awarded on that day. Lucky draw for this event was successfully conducted and winners were selected. Those winners who were selected received their touch and go reload pins, and for those who are interested, this is our voucher sign-off sheet. And for the next point, 7 School Spirit Week. So the 7 School Spirit Week was successfully concluded with participation from across all 5 days. 2 winners were selected from each day, and we were awarded with Grab vouchers. 3 overall winners were selected, and Musa 2023 merchandise sponsored by Musa Publicity was distributed. And here are the voucher sign-off sheets and the sheet for the overall winners to anyone who's interested again. And then moving on for the 2024 T-shirt merchandise design competition. The competition has started, and the timeline is as below. On 6 May, this competition will end, and starting from 7 to 12 of May, we will have the public vote for the best design, and we will announce the winners on the 13th of May. An Instagram post for the design competition has also been posted on Musa SYT's page. And lastly, for our Distress Night, it will be held on the 24th of May, which is the Friday of week 12. Meetings were already held between SYT, SOE, and also Monash Music Club. And the performance sets are ready, and tasks have already been successfully allocated to each department. So yeah, that's the end of our report. So are there any questions? 3, 2, 1. So yeah, so this report is contributed by Diana and me, Shengjie, the 2024 SYT rep, and it is accepted by
Alina.
All right, thank you, Alina.
I did it for you, Diana.
Just now I said the voice can no voice cannot but copy
Okay,
cannot
thank you.
sing.
Sorry, Now we have the song master here who will be presenting. And then, okay.
Kiane will accept the report. Kiane will accept.
Better, yeah, better.
Okay, so Thomas has quite a lot to report. First, we have the 7th Football Spirit Week.
Wow.
It was completed by 22 March 2024. The daily winners and overall winners were chosen through a spinning wheel and announced on Instagram. The daily winners were given Grab vouchers, and March 2023 merch were distributed to the top 3 winners as prizes. Next, SOB, Somas, and Saks held a collab event called Movie Trivia Night. The event was held on the 19th of April at the badminton court from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. We had additional funds from collaborative funds that were used upon consent from other schools and issued by the BP department. Participation rate for this event was around 50 people. So yeah. The event was a success with good feedback received. Next, we have an upcoming online collab event with SAS called Denim Day, which will be conducted online on 24 April 2024. Students are encouraged to wear denim in regards to sexual
You want to
sexual violence awareness.
you want
For
to borrow
events.
his report?
Logistics for event are already prepared and ready. This event will consist of 2 winners from each schools with prizes, self-defense kits as prizes. Next, we have a club event with SOS and Palladium event called the Kurang Manislah campaign, and it's a campaign to raise awareness on diabetes. It's planned to be held on 23rd May 2024, and the venue booking for this event has been completed. Sarah and EMS will be submitted soon. SOAS and SOS are also planning to meet with the Palladium organizing team on Thursday, 5:30, to show venues and discuss further details for the event. Next, we have merch clearance sales. So SOMAS had a clearance sale for the 2023 merch collection. The sale period has already ended, and most of the orders are already picked up. Students with uncollected orders are being contacted for the last time. We received a revenue of 473 ringgit. Next is our online event, the Medicine Alumni Talk, and its event progress. So we've contacted the Medicine alumni, and we'll have a meeting in the near future to discuss further details on the event. Lastly, someone is collaborating with Mamets for a badminton meet. Planning of the event is ongoing. EMS is planned and to be submitted in the coming 2 days or so. We're still in discussion of venue and job allocation. The event is planned to be held on week 10 or week 11. The current date in mind is 11th of May. That's all from Thomas. Any questions? 3, 2, 1.
Kiara. Sorry, you have
Okay, acceptable, Kara.
Disappointed.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sandeep. Now moving on, we have the SOP presenters report. You may begin now.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Nathan from the School of Pharmacy. So, firstly up in the agenda is SSLC. So our first SSLC took place on the week 5, 25th March 2024. The discussions held in the SSLC has been summarized and compiled into reports by each year representative from each cohort for their respective years. They have already been forwarded to their respective years. Next is our second SSLC, which is scheduled to take place on week 10, 6th of May. All right. Next is about the mentor-mentee program, School of Pharmacy mentor-mentee program. Basically, these initiatives aim to offer guidance from seniors to incoming first-year students that came in this year, aiding them in navigating and adapting to university lives. So, throughout this program, we have already garnered 53 mentees and 32 mentors, and it's already currently ongoing and is scheduled to run until week 14. So yeah, so to enhance the mentoring experience based on feedback from our previous years, we have implied more requirements and rigid structures to establish and uphold the quality of mentoring sessions throughout the program. So those are changes that we have done this year to this mentor-mentee program. Next is the SOP and SOS Distress Week. So in anticipation of providing much needed relief to students from both from School of Pharmacy and School of Science, we have prepared a upcoming distress night event that is currently in progress. So at this moment, we are currently awaiting for approval of EMS and also in the midst of finalizing the event tentative and promotional strategies to ensure the successful execution of the events. So this event is scheduled to take place on the 3rd of May 2024. So lastly, we'll talk School of Pharmacy Setu giveaway. So School of Pharmacy Setu giveaway initiatives aims to incentivize and boost the rate of Setu feedbacks from the School of Pharmacy. So to achieve this goal, approximately 100 cookies will be distributed throughout this period of event, with the primary objective of encouraging greater participation and feedback engagement for Setu. So this initiative is scheduled to take place from 15 May to 17 May. Yeah, I think that is done. Does anyone has any questions? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is contributed by Nathan and Ngoi Min, School of Pharmacy representative. Accepted by
Edric.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nathan. Now we are moving on to the last report of the MSC, which is the School of Science Representatives report. You may begin now.
Hi guys. So our first point is regarding the SSLC. Our first SSLC was conducted with 3 course representatives present. The staff have acknowledged student feedback and will be working on ensuring that the changes are implemented where necessary. Secondly, the 7 School Spirit Week. This event was successfully conducted in week 4 in collaboration with all the other schools. All the grab vouchers and Monash merchandise prizes have been distributed to all the winners. The Women in STEM workshop event was successfully held on 27th March. Overall, the feedback from the event participants as well as the 3 guest speakers was positive. The discussion style event was a success. Moving on to the SOP and SOS Distress Night, the event is to be held on 3rd May and the registration opens tomorrow, 24th April, and the expected number of participants is 60. We are still awaiting the EMS approval. The next point is our Setu giveaway. So SOS is planning to give out 20 10 ringgit Mad Alchemy vouchers for the Setu giveaway in order to encourage student feedback and increase the response rate. Lastly, our collaboration with SOMAS on the Purang Manisla Diabetes campaign. This is to be held on 23rd May, 9 to 5 p.m. The venue booking is done and SARA and EMS will be submitted. We plan to meet the organizing team on Thursday to show the venues and further make arrangements. This was contributed by me and Nathaniel, the School of Science representatives, accepted by Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I think that concludes our third MSc. So, thank you, everyone. And yeah, 21, 27 p.m. All right, there will be all of the respective department and divisions reported. Thank you again.
Brooke is playing with my hair.
Can you take a picture for the one?